All right, we are live on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here today. It is Memorial Day. Hopefully you've been enjoying this amazing weekend with your friends, family, and other loved ones. I have a real doozy of a show for you here today. Today, we're going to get down to business. Today, we're going to discuss something that for some of you, you probably already know, but for many of you, it's probably going to blow your mind away in the way I present this. But before we get to all of that, let me just make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out on the YouTube side of things. And it absolutely has. And let me just ensure that the back end of YouTube is rolling smoothly. And it absolutely is. And again, today we are simulcasting live on Facebook. Let me just make sure that Facebook is running properly. And there we are again on the front of the newsfeed on Facebook. Yes. Make sure that Facebook is running properly. Yeah, it is running properly, Coach Eli. I'm watching myself. I love watching myself, and you should also love watching yourself as well, because one of the best ways to become a better content creator is to watch your live stream replays and to watch your pre-recorded videos before you put them out or even after you put them out. So that way you can learn from your mistakes and better your delivery. I can also help you with that as part of my coaching services if you'd like. Now, one more piece of business before we get down to business here. As always, this channel on YouTube and this business primarily is being sponsored by my good longtime friend Troy Brewer, who is the CEO, founder, and owner of the Discover Community Network. If you'd like more information about the Discover Community Network, please go up in the description about a third of the way down on the YouTube side of things. You'll see the link to the main site and then the link below that to one of their subsidiaries, the DCN Internet Radio Network. If you're on Facebook, you can go to the Facebook search bar and type in Discover Community Network, and that will take you to the Facebook business page of the Discover Community Network. And from there, you can find their other business pages, as well as links to the many various websites. Troy and the Discover Community Network. Troy is a marketing and branding genius. So if you need any help with your branding, marketing, or any other product or service type of needs, Troy is your guy. If you would like for me to set up a three-way phone conversation or introduce you by email, please feel free to reach out to me by going below the description on YouTube and in the description section on Facebook and finding my email, Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com. One more time, that's Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com. As always, Troy and the Discover Community Network, thank you very much once again for your continued sponsorship and patronage of this channel. Lots of love to you and your family. Troy, happy Memorial Day to you folks in your neck of the woods. All right. Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to the show. Sorry for the late start. It took me a bit longer to prepare for this show than I thought it would. I kind of put this together at the last minute. I was thinking about either taking the day off today or doing this show today or tomorrow. And I'm like, let me give you folks a great Memorial Day show, because I'm sure many of the other content creators are going to be taking the day off. And I wanted to give you folks something today that you're going to enjoy, you're going to learn from, and we can engage, interact, and learn from each other while we do this. But before we get into that, let me check out the Facebook side of things. Nothing happening over there. If anyone comments on Facebook, I will be periodically checking over on that side. And let's see who's out here on YouTube. On YouTube, we just have Queen Helen Casey here right now. The Queen is here, and she says, "You're good." All right. Thank you so much for being here, Queen. All right, so let's just get right to it here. What is the topic of this show today? The topic of this show is how profitable are beta males? And this is the response video or stream to Courtney Ryan and other women out here on YouTube and other women that run a business out here on YouTube or through other aspects of social media as well that primarily cater their message to men. Let me make this very clear. This response video is going to be primarily catered to Courtney Ryan, but not just her, to other women as well that are running a business catered primarily or completely towards men. Now, I'm going to use Courtney Ryan as an example here today because I've been following her for quite some time. I found out about Courtney Ryan by watching some other videos. I follow many other videos regarding content creators that cater their content to the modern man. These content creators come from various, communities, primarily from one community I used to be a part of called MGTOW, which stands for Men Going Their Own Way. And what these creators try to do is try to get men to understand what they're up against today when it comes to dating and marrying the modern day woman. Because as I've mentioned many times in the past, women nowadays are liberated. About 55 years ago, women were liberated. They were given equal rights. The Equal Rights Amendment was enacted, the Civil Rights Act of 64. Women now have the same exact rights that once only men had, right? No big deal, no problem. I'm all for that, right? Like I said before, I'm all for that. The right to vote, freedom of speech, the right to bear arms, equal pay for equal work, yada, yada, yada. That's all good. Nothing wrong with that. I am all for women having equal rights, and I feel women should have always had equal rights. But what has happened since women got equal rights? Well, in my opinion, what's happened since that time is that women started, seeking out and getting special privileges. It wasn't just good enough, in my opinion, for most women to get equal rights. Now, many of them go out there and seek out and get special privileges. Special privileges that men have never had. So it's one thing for women to have fought for equal rights, which is great. But it's another thing for women now to want to be above men. Hey, most decent men like myself out here, we're not saying we want to be above you, but we're also saying that we're not going to be beneath you. We want to meet you in the middle. But a lot of women don't understand that, and a lot of men don't understand that. The men like myself that understand this, we're able to protect ourselves from what I'm about to present to you here today. But for 97% of the men in this world that are beta males that don't have a clue what's going on are easily fooled. And it hits their pocketbook in tremendous ways. I'm going to share more about my thoughts regarding that in just a little bit. But first, I do want to put out my disclaimer and say this. I love women. I respect women. I respect women that deserve to be respected. I also respect men that deserve to be respected. And at the same time, I don't respect both men and women that don't deserve my respect, right? So I want to make it very clear that this topic is not an attack on Courtney Ryan. It's not an attack on women in general. It's just to state the absolute facts regarding what is happening in the modern world when it comes to beta males and how profitable beta males are, primarily to women. And I think most of you guys that are experienced in this topic understand where I'm going to take this. But for you guys out there that don't have a clue, okay, and you're a little bit shy and timid and you're trying to figure out how to get a girlfriend or why your relationships are not working with women or, why you do all these nice things for women and then all of a sudden they break up with you when you've done like everything right. I'm going to explain that here today because you guys, the 97% of men in this world that are beta males, the beta male conformists I like to call them, are what's making these women rich. And I'm not trying to take anything away from women. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just stating the facts. And Courtney Ryan is the perfect example because I don't think you're I don't know if you're going to see this, Courtney. I doubt it because she has 131,000 subscribers and she pretty much collaborates with people that have over 100K subs. I'll get more to that in a bit. But just in case you watch this, Courtney, this is not, I'm not saying you're a bad woman. I think you're a nice woman. I think you're a good woman. But I also think that you changed up the initial purpose of your channel because you started to realize what was going to get you more subscribers, views, and make you more profitable, right? I'm going to share more about that here in a second. But again, I just want to put out my disclaimer. I don't hate women. I love everybody. I just don't like what's happening in this modern world and how I feel, in my opinion, that 97% of the men in today's society that don't have a clue on how to deal with the modern day woman, these guys are being taken advantage of. And it's making lots of attractive women out there, and even women that aren't so attractive, very profitable. Very, very profitable. And you guys are led to believe that you're going to get something out of what you're paying for, and then you get nothing, and you're like, okay, I need to keep paying more money so I can keep getting more and more and more. Well, the truth of the matter is, you're not going to get what you really want. I know what you really want. I know what you really want, right? And if you want to get what you really want, it's not your money that's going to get that. It's how you come off, how you present yourself, how you speak with women, right? And how, most importantly, you respect yourself first as a man, and even as a woman too, but more so for men, because the 97% of the men I've been talking about don't get this. You guys do not have self-respect and self-love, and women pick up on that like that. And that leaves you guys so vulnerable that these women can then come in, show you a little cleavage, show you a nice smile, put on some makeup, let their hair down, right? Dress nice and talk all nice and sweet to you. And guess what? Then they offer you their services after doing that. And then it opens up your pocketbook, right? That's the truth. And see, the women don't want guys like me talking about this and exposing this because let's say, for example, that all the beta males all of a sudden were zapped by a magic wand and they converted to alpha males. Let's say that the world now has 100% alpha males and they understand modern day female nature, right? What's that going to do to all these businesses that women are running catered to men, right? It's going to put them out of business, right? So they don't want people like me coming out here and talking about this, because the more and more guys that realize what's really happening below or beneath the surface, the more and more it's going to put these women that are running these types of businesses out of business, in my opinion. It's the truth. It's the absolute truth. Hello, BWYA Gaming. BWYA Gaming channel moderator and channel member. Hello, Eli and everyone. Hello, BWYA Gaming. Welcome to the show. Queen Helen Casey. BWYA says hi, Queen. Queen says hello, gaming. And Queen Helen Casey has got the big eyes looking. What are you looking for, Queen? Are you looking for trolls? What you looking for, Queen? Are you keeping an eye out on things for me so I can just run the show? All right. Nothing happening on Facebook. Back over to YouTube. Okay. So how am I going to start this off today? Probably going to be here for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm going to take one break in the middle. But I want to share with you folks, we're going to talk about Courtney Ryan here. And I'm going to share what I know about her. I tried to look into her quickly, but I didn't have a whole lot of time. I was trying to find out how old she is by doing a Google search, but I couldn't find that. But just looking at her, she looks like she's in her late 20s or early 30s. She's young. She's not like teenage young, like 19 or 20, right? But she's not like past 35 or anything. I doubt she's over 35. If she's over 35, She looks pretty good for over 35. No disrespect, right? Queen says, yep, she's watching out for the trolls. Well, between Nightbot and you mods here, we got it covered, right? Right, Queen? BWI Gaming says, watching for any beta males. LOL, just kidding. Let me ask you, BWYA Gaming, okay? Like, do you understand what I'm saying when I'm talking about beta males? Like, is it you as a woman, BWYA Gaming? I mean, are beta males attractive? I know you're married, you're happily married, okay? But if you were a single woman looking to find a good man, would you more so be looking for a well-balanced alpha male that would respect you as long as you respected him? Or would you seek out a beta male because the beta male would be the beta male provider and would suck up to you and put you on a pedestal and be extremely a nice guy, right? Nothing wrong with being a nice guy, but that phrase has a negative stigma. It's a negative connotation nowadays, right? I like to say, I do consider myself to be a nice guy, but I more so say I'm a good guy because I don't want the stigma. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to put a woman on a pedestal, but I'm going to respect a woman and treat her right and take good care of her as long as she reciprocates and she's loyal, faithful, and trustworthy, right? So there's a difference between saying I'm a nice guy and a good guy, and that's what I try to teach guys out here. So let's talk about Courtney Ryan, okay? So I assume she's like in her late 20s, early 30s, right? So she's a tail end millennial before the Gen Z generation was born. And I'm not going to show her picture on the screen or anything like that because, again, I don't want to take any chances with copyright, at least at this point on this channel. And I'm not trying to offend you, Courtney, or anyone, but I don't want to take any chances by, putting out somebody's picture and them giving me a copyright strike because they didn't like what I said. Even though it'd be fair use and that would win the argument, I just don't want to take a chance of getting a copyright strike. So Courtney Ryan basically is, well, let me do this. I will go to her channel, but I won't put it on the screen. So I can read to you what it says at the top of her YouTube page. It says, Courtney Ryan, men's lifestyle and apparel. So when this woman started her channel, she started her channel on December 18th, 2018, right about the same time I started this channel here. She has 131K subscribers. When I started following her several months ago, I believe she was under 100K. I think she had like 60 or 70K subscribers. She's growing rapidly. And I'm going to tell you folks, I've been watching how she's been growing. I'm going to share with you folks how she's been growing and how I'm really not too fond of this. It's not wrong what she's doing. It's not illegal what she's doing. But I would consider it to be borderline a little bit unethical because she's leveraging some other audiences here that have nothing to do with her initial message. If you look at the top of her YouTube channel, it has a really plain channel art. It's all white background with black lettering. It says Courtney Ryan, and then below that it says men's lifestyle and apparel. Nothing fancy, right? Well, when you're an attractive, sexy woman that's catering your message primarily to beta males or to completely beta males, you don't need to put anything fancy. All you have to do is get on camera and look all cute, right? And be nice, right? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just stating the absolute facts, okay? So when you go to the About section of her channel, okay, the description says Courtney Ryan is a fashion expert that helps men all over the world elevate their style, dating, and personal development. Now, see, Courtney, I've heard you say in many videos that you don't consider yourself to be a dating coach or a coach of any fashion. But you say that and you behave differently. And in your description, you say you're not just looking to help men with their style regarding fashion, but you're looking to help them with their dating and personal development. See, Courtney, that's what I do to help people. I'm a coach. I'm a life coach. And I help people regarding all aspects of their life. I help them, hey, if they want to dress a little better. I'm not a fashion expert, but I have a good fashion sense. I help them with dating advice and marriage advice. And I also help them with personal development because I've done a lot of personal development on myself. That's why I'm Coach Eli, Elias Melas. You're saying that you're not a coach, yet you are a coach, or at least you're acting like a coach. The reason why you're not saying you're a coach is because you don't want the stigma of being called a coach. Trust me, I understand the stigma because I've been scrutinized many times. People saying, oh, you're not a coach. What qualifies you as a coach? And I'm sure you've had your trolls on YouTube, Courtney, as I have, but you just don't want to deal with that stigma, right? So instead of calling yourself a coach, you call yourself a men's lifestyle and apparel expert. Okay. So that's one thing, in my opinion, that is a little misleading. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm not trying to say anything negative. This is constructive criticism, right? But there's a whole lot more, as you're going to see, because I am going to show some comments from her channel. Where I actually commented, and one guy responded to me that admitted he's a beta male. And wait till you see this. Wait till you see the comments of her latest video that I just viewed, yesterday. Okay? Now, let's get to that video here. I'm not going to show it on the screen, but if you want to check out this latest video, I've linked it below in the description section of my YouTube channel. And then, hey, if you want to subscribe to her, bang the bell. That's totally up to you. Like I said, I don't think Courtney's a bad person, but I think she's found a way to make money. Do I feel that she's sincere for the most part? I think she's sincere for the most part, but I think she also knows what it takes to make money. So I think that she's doing some things, in my opinion, that probably go against what she believes in. But she's realizing, hey, in order to make money, I got to do some things differently. So what happened when she first, started her channel? When she first started her channel, okay, she was more so, doing videos catered towards fashion, right? So best skincare of 2019, 2 years ago, skincare tips, right? 14K views, 9.7K views, her first two videos. The best women's watch, 38K views. Q&A with Teddy Baldessari, 64K views. Boyfriend guesses skincare prices, 15K views, right? Women's wardrobe essentials. What does it have to do with catering your channel to men? Men's wardrobe essentials, now 185K. Now the views start going up because I'm sure the people that she gained subs from recently have gone back to view her past videos. Okay? 10 things men wear that women hate. Okay? So she's catering her content to fashion tips, right? But she wasn't gaining the traction that she wanted to gain. So what do I feel? What did she do? She started doing reaction videos. Because that's, I guess, what her audience wanted. Because she started gaining a beta male audience that wanted her to do reaction videos towards some other creators. So what market did she hit that made her channel pretty much double in subs? She hit the manosphere market, which is what we call it, the MGTOW men going their own way, or the male content creator that discusses male and female relationship dynamics or discusses modern day female nature, right? She started doing response videos, right? And a couple of videos, I haven't seen them all. I've seen a bunch of them, but a couple of them are noteworthy. One of them was a video that was done by somebody I used to know in the MGTOW community known as Darius M. Okay? I remember when Darius had under 10,000 subscribers. He now has almost 200K subscribers. And Darius was talking about, how men can be good to women and then they can leave, right? So how do you handle that? You basically just ignore them. That's the right thing to do. You ignore them. You turn, you walk away, you never look back, right? And then Darius was saying in that video, while Courtney was reviewing it, this video was like 2 years old, but she did a recent, reaction video to it. Darius said, well, one of these days, all of a sudden, a few weeks later, she knocked on my door and brought some food or whatever, right? And he goes, well, you know what happened after that. He goes, she came in and I destroyed those cakes or something like that, right? You know how guys talk, right? Like when you haven't seen your ex for a while, you're trying to work things out. She comes in, she looks good. You know what's going to happen, right? You're going to have some good, aggressive, passionate sex, right? And when Darius said, she came in and I destroyed those cakes or something, right? Just that's what guys say, right? Courtney was like, you could see it, like, come on, Courtney. Does that really offend you? Does that really, really offend you, Courtney? Because here's the thing. I believe Courtney has a boyfriend, right? And I haven't seen some of her past videos, but looking at her thumbnails, it says boyfriend guesses skincare product prices. I'm looking at a picture of her boyfriend, and he looks like a beta male. He's got glasses on. He's got slick hair. If I had to guess that this guy is a beta male provider, right? This guy's a beta male provider. I'll have to go back and watch some of those videos. But she does look happy in these pictures, right? But let me tell you, honestly, she's a very, very attractive woman. Very attractive woman, right? And this dude is an okay-looking guy, but he's not like, the extremely handsome, built, muscular guy. And I'm sure this guy is a very soft-spoken, feminized type of man, okay? So what I think is going to happen with her relationship down the road? They're either going to break up, she's either going to cheat on him or break up with him because he's not cutting it for her romantically. And she's going to leave him because he's not going to be man enough for her. That's the bottom line, right? But yet she's coming out here on YouTube and trying to teach men how to approach women, right? When in essence, she's probably living with her boyfriend. If I watched all her videos, I'd probably already know that, but I'm assuming she's living with her boyfriend and she's living with a beta male boyfriend, right? So in essence, what this woman is catering her message to is beta males, and she's basically trying to teach men, without even really realizing it, that it's better to be a beta male than an alpha male. And just watching her videos, and I've seen some other creators that have reacted to her, like they feel the same way as I do. Watching her videos, it's like, okay, listen, you seem to be a nice woman. You're very attractive. But do you really understand what you're even attracted to, man? Courtney, if you come across this stream somehow, I would love to do a live stream with you or collab on a video with you and go one-on-one and actually discuss what you feel is attractive in a man. What is attractive? Is a feminized, really nice guy more attractive to you? Or is a good guy that will respect you but not suck up to you more attractive? It's just funny to me what some people will do and lead you to perceive to grow a YouTube channel and make money. It's just, and you have guys like me that speak of the truth and truly say what's happening to help people. And I struggle to get 100 subscribers every now and then, right? And why? Why does she get so much traction? She's an attractive woman that dresses very nice. All her videos are very professional. She wears, if you look at her thumbnails, every single picture in her thumbnail has a low-cut U or V-shaped shirt showing a little cleavage. Yet she comes off as a conservative woman. So she presents herself as a conservative woman, but she's wearing low-cut shirts showing cleavage, wearing makeup, lots of it, having her hair down, looking all sexy on camera, but talking nice and sweet. So what message are you trying to put out there, Courtney? You're saying one thing, but then you're dressing the part differently. You see, what I'd like to see you do, Courtney, is how about you do a couple of videos where you wear some jeans and maybe a nice t-shirt that's not low cut, and don't wear any makeup, and put your hair up in a bun. And let's see how many views you get when you do that. Why won't you do that? You see, I'll dress nice at times, but like on this show today, I purposefully wore it's a nice cotton shirt, but this is actually a sleeve shirt. It's a nice sleeve shirt, but I wanted to be casual, and I also didn't wear a dressy hat. I wore my brand new Kangol 507 mesh hat that I'm going to be using for hiking, because I want to come off real and natural, and I don't want people to buy into me because I'm a good-looking guy. Well, even if you're a good-looking guy nowadays, there aren't thirsty beta females out there, just like there are thirsty beta males, so it wouldn't work that way. But I wouldn't want any woman to buy into me just because I'm a good-looking guy. I want people to know that I'm a real person, and I'm not going to do anything extra special to just try to get attention or make money. That's just how I like to roll. So that's a little bit about my thoughts regarding Courtney Bryant. Now, let me see how far we're into this already, because I might just take a break right now and then come back. And I'm gonna go to the comments section of her latest video, which is called, give me a second here. Which is called Reacting to How Girls Really Want to Talk to Them. Reacting to How Girls Really Want You to Talk to Them by Far From Average. So she puts the creator's name in the title. The channel Far From Average has 1.3 million subscribers. So when she puts Far From Average's channel name in her title, guess where her videos show up under? Under his videos. And they're going to get recommended. Far From Average's large audience is going to get recommended Courtney's videos more than likely, right? She's smart. So that's why she's doing reaction videos. That's why she stopped doing apparel videos, because she realized, how am I going to grow my audience the quickest and easiest way? Where am I going to find these guys that are beta and submissive? Because alpha males are not going to want our help. Alpha males, we already know what to do. And I'm not saying I can't learn anything from you, Courtney. Even as an alpha male, I can, right? But you know that the people you can really help are the men that are lost, right? The beta males. So where's she going to find these beta males at? She's going to find them on these channels that are catered to helping men better understand women, because she knows the beta males are there, right? She knows that. And how does she know about beta males? Her boyfriend's a beta male. At least I assume that just looking at the picture, right? So she knows this. She knows this, and she knew what she had to do to step up her game and find an audience that's going to get her more views so she makes more ad revenue. And I'm not quite sure if she sells, if she has any sponsorships. I haven't seen her sponsored on any of the videos I've watched. And I don't know if she has affiliate links. Maybe she shared them in the past. Maybe she's just, living off of ad revenue. Who knows? But her views have gone up, so she's probably doing quite well off of ad revenue. But yeah, where was she going to find this audience? From those red pill, MGTOW channels or channels run by men that cater their content to men that are struggling with women to help them understand the modern day woman. So she's tapping into that market by doing reaction videos and putting the channel's name in the title, right? I'd say it's a pretty smart move to grow. But if she's going to do that, then I think she needs to rebrand her channel from being a fashion, channel to being either a reaction channel or to being more like a dating coach or being more like a coach. But again, she doesn't want to call herself a coach like she said in her videos. Then I think because of the fact she doesn't want that stigma. That's the truth. Let's see. Betaman says BWYA Gaming. She goes, BWYA Gaming says reactions are really where it is at. Why do you say that, BWYA Gaming? People can't handle the truth. That's true. Well, the thing is, I think all these women nowadays that are making money off of men know that they will only make that money off of beta males that don't really know what's going on in the modern world, right? These women know guys like me. When women like Courtney and other women that understand how to make money off of the male market nowadays, when they come across men like me, and they know they're not going to be able to extract anything from me, they're going to just eliminate us, right? Like we're too manly for them per se, right? Okay, so they're going to eliminate us, and then they're going to focus on the guys that they can easily convince and manipulate to open up their pocketbook regarding anything that comes out of their mouth, solely on the fact that they're an attractive woman wearing low-cut shirts and lots of makeup and putting their hair down and talking all sweet and innocent, right? Oh, boy. Queen Helen K says she does need to cover up more. You checked her out, huh, Queen? Yeah, Queen. I mean, this is the stuff that really, really just gets to me, right? BWA Gaming says, because lots of channels are starting to do reactions and they get tons of views off of them. Example, Cinnamon Toast Ken. Well, that's great. They get reaction for two reasons, BWA Gaming. They're leveraging the subs of that channel by putting the channel name in their title, description, and tags. And secondly, it's drama. Typically, reaction videos create drama. I'm not trying to create drama here at all. All I'm doing is trying to really educate those beta males to understand what's really going on and to, look beyond the surface and see what's happening below the surface, right? What you see on the surface is not always what's really happening beneath the surface, right? I'm trying to open up the eyes of these guys that are having their pocketbooks siphoned right underneath their own nose. I don't know her. I'm just guessing. You can check her out. Courtney Ryan, Courtney space Ryan. BWA Gaming says, right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a break right now. We're at 39, almost 40 minutes. Okay. And when I get back, I'm going to go to the comments section of our latest video. Hang on a second. Let me see here. Give me a second. Okay, sorry, I had to check a message there. Yeah, so when I get back, I'm going to go through the comments section of Courtney Ryan's latest video, including a section where I wrote something to Courtney in her comments section. And then somebody actually responded to what I wrote, and we had a little bit of a dialogue. I'm going to show you that because this guy admitted that he was a beta. You're going to see this, right? And if you had to guess, you can let me know in the chat if you'd like. If you had to guess how many guys commented in a beta way on in that section, what would you guess? I've already seen it. I'm going to present it to you when I get back from the break. Oh, I know that all too well, Eli, LOL. Yep. Specialized Cycling Club. That's you, 810. I noticed you changed your name when I watched my replay. Queen Helen Casey, sorry, I had to move you to another device. I have the Dilly Show on Facebook. Okay, cool, Queen. Specialized Cycling Club, a.k.a. 810. Betamons and incels are feeding these women like a buffet. Of course they are. And it's funny to me how innocent Courtney comes off. Now, I'm not saying Courtney's a bad woman, and maybe she says she's more feminine, right? What she says in her video, she said like in her latest video, the reason why I'm so successful is because I'm very feminine. No, Courtney, that's not the reason why you're so successful. That may be part of the reason. I'm not taking anything away from you. What I'm saying is the real reason why you're successful, and you know it, Courtney, is because you're catering your message to the beta male market. And the beta male market is 97% of all men. You know that, Courtney. But if you went public and mentioned that, you would upset the beta males. And they would leave and stop watching your videos, and you stop making ad revenue. And if you have any services you sell, they'd stop paying you for your services, right? So in essence, you have to put up a front and look all cute and pretty, and also, speak very, very nice and sweet. Because if you came out and said what I feel you actually already know, that these guys are betas, okay, then you would lose it all, right? So you got to play the game, right? So I have to ask you in all honesty, Courtney, are you being honest with yourself, or are you just doing what it takes to make money? Because what I'd like you to do, Courtney, and like I wrote to you in the comment that you'll see when I get back from the break here, I'll show it on the screen. What I'd like for you to do, Courtney, if you come across this video or if you see my comment, is do a video and explaining, the beta male market, explaining what is a beta male. And I would like for you to go public and say, if you feel the majority of your audience is a bunch of beta males. Or are you just going to turn the cheek because if you upset the beta males, you lose your audience, you lose your payday, right? These are the things, folks, that really get to me about how I feel men are being abused and taken advantage of today. And it's not, people say it has to do with the government, the system. Maybe partially it has to do with that. But realistically, it has to do with the way men are being raised nowadays. Men are being raised in households where women are wearing the pants. And men are being raised up to be more feminine than masculine. And on the flip side, women are being raised to be more masculine than feminine. That's where the issue is at. Why can't we talk about those things, Courtney? Instead of playing the game like most other women do, being all nice and sweet and looking all pretty and basically telling these guys what they want to hear so they stick around, right? BWI Gaming says, Karma Chameleon, LOL says BWI Gaming. Specialized Cycling Club says, feeding attention and money. Yep. So anyway, let me cue up some music. We're at 43, almost 44 minutes. Let me cue up some music here. And then I'll come back, and when you see this comment section, you see what I wrote, this is going to be interesting. I have it on the screen. I have it ready to go. It's big enough. If you tilt your phone sideways, if you're watching on your phone, you'll be able to see it, but I'm going to read it anyway. All right. Let me see here. Give me a second. All right, music is all queued up, folks. I'm going to take a probably closer to a 10-minute break. I need to refill my coffee and use the restroom. So stick around. We'll be right. Whoa, wait a minute. All right, we're all set. Stick around. We'll be right back. We're back. Hey, Coach Eli, stretch it and get right back down to business. Stretch it. Yeah. All right. Welcome back to Morning Coffee with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook. Glad you can all join me here today. Happy Memorial Day to each and every one of you, your friends, your family, and other loved ones. Hopefully you spend the rest of today with some amazing people. If you do that, if you go out, please be as safe as you could possibly be. Wear your masks if you still need to wear masks. You know, not everyone is vaccinated yet. We're getting there, but be safe. Also, if you drink, don't drive. And if you do drink and don't drive, still drink responsibly either way. We want you all to live a long, happy, and healthy and very successful life. And that's what I'm all about over here, folks. Look, you know, during the first part of the show, I was showing some frustration, and rightfully so. I'm not trying to take back anything I said. What I said was completely true. I'm actually a very, very good guy. I am what I would consider a nice guy. I've been an overly nice guy in the past, and I've dated women that have taken. I even filed bankruptcy one time. Most of you know that, 11 and a half years ago. It's clear off my record. Now my record's perfect again. I have perfect credit again. But I've been through all this, right? I've been on the flip side of things in the past. And I want to help other guys by preventing them from going through this, preventing you from becoming the beta male provider, right? And that's what's happening, folks. You know, I am a good guy. I am a good guy, and I am a single man. And some of you might be saying out there, some of you ladies might be saying, well, we know why you're single. No, I'm single because I'm not going to put up with this game that's being played on the beta males. I'm single because I'm not a beta male, right? Most women will go after the beta males because, you know, they're easier to convince and get what they want, extract their resources, right? But is that going to make you ladies happy long term? I mean, honestly, are these beta males providing you other things besides just financial resources or other resources? Are they making love to you and turning you on romantically in the ways that you want to be turned on that way? Probably not, right? So is it going to work out long term? No. The betas will get a better chance of being with a woman because they're going to conform, right? But once those types of women extract all of your resources and then kick you to the curb, what's going to happen? You're going to be left with an empty pocketbook and they're going to run off to the next guy. And who knows what they're doing while they're married to you or living with you and you're paying most of the bills. They're out having fun with Chad and Tyrone. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. It happened to me. It happened to me 2 relationships ago. It did. It sucked. It's not a good feeling. I want to try to help as many men understand this. And I also want to help ladies too. I help women too. I don't just cater my message to men. I cater my message to men and women. There's a much better way we can do things. There's a much better way for both men and women, but especially women in this case, to make money, right? But I'm going to say this before I get to the chat, and you folks let me know what you think. And then after I say this, get to the chat, I'm going to get to these comments here, because these are going to be interesting, right? I'm not a financial advisor, okay? I'm not a financial advisor. I am not giving financial advice. I'm stating an opinion right here. I feel that for women, the most profitable investment in the modern world right now currently is a beta male. Correct me if I'm wrong. The most profitable investment for a modern day woman currently, as of this moment, in this modern world, is a beta male provider. It saddens me. It saddens me because I'm all about genuine relationships. I'm all about men and women, bonding mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually in a genuine way. in an authentic way. But you know what? A lot of these relationships nowadays are not authentic. They're not authentic, folks. It just saddens me what I've seen, especially over the last 10 years, where social media has blown up, YouTube's blown up, Facebook's blown up, Instagram's blown up, right? Twitter's blown up. I'm seeing, and with no disrespect, I'm just stating what I've seen. I'm seeing women start live streaming or putting out videos on these platforms or putting out content, right? And they're dressing all hot and sexy, right? And then they get that beta male audience to give them all their money. Then on the flip side, they say, well, we don't want to be, what do you call it? What's the word? I can't think of it right now. It's that phrase. We don't want to be objectified as sex objects, right? It's a double standard. It's hypocritical. If you ladies don't want to be objectified as sex objects, which I'm not saying you are, I'm just stating you're claiming that men are objectifying you as sex objects, but you're using your looks to make a ton of money from the beta males. So you can't have it both ways. It's one or the other. Either you say, okay, I'm a hot woman, I'm going to dress up all sexy, and I'm going to make money off of being pretty, and then, putting out some other content as well, right? So you can't have it both ways. If you're going to make money based off your looks, then you can't come out and say, I don't want to be objectified as a sex object, right? It's the truth. All right, let's go back to the chat here real quick. Specialized Cycling Club, which is 8:10. I like these afternoon Eastern Standard Time. Well, it's daylight time now, bro. But that's okay. I get what you mean. Shows, Coach, they give me something good to listen to while cycling or on the side hustle, cutting yards. The ex can't get cash, bro. LOL. That's true. That's a good point there, bro. Bro, are you still with that woman where you're having some fun? You know what? I don't want to say it, dude. But you were actually with some woman for a while. I don't know if she's still around or if you have a new one, but you can share if you'd like. BWYA Gaming says at Specialized Cycling Club, come cut mine, LOL, and she'll pay you. She'll pay you. Quail and Casey with the dancing woman. While I was on break. Specialized Cycling Club, Coach. As Chris Brown said, these garden tools ain't loyal. Why give them an inch when they will move on and get another 9-inch in a heartbeat? That's true. That's true. It's sad but true, bro. It's sad but true. Yeah. Well, let's do this. Let's move on over to the browser source. And let's get to this. Now, the first part is cut off there because I formatted it for the comments, but I will read what it says. This was the video that she did yesterday where she reacted to Far From Average. She wrote her description. In this video, I react to Far From Average on how girls really want you to talk to them. Overall, I thought it was accurate and we could all benefit from taking this advice. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay. So you agreed with it for the most part, but I watched the video. There were some parts that you disagreed with. But the one main issue I have, Courtney, and look, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, and I'm not saying you're a bad person, but I really wish you would be more honest with your audience of beta males and help them become alpha males and not try to keep them in beta status and be overly nice and sweet because that'll keep them around longer. You see, the longer it takes to cure these men from being a beta and making them an alpha, the more views they're going to give you. Once these men are cured, like myself, like I cured myself a while back, many, many years ago. Like I don't typically watch your type of content. Now I'm watching it for other reasons. I'm watching it because I want to know what other women are doing to try to gain an audience of men that really could use the help from more of someone like myself that's going to be extremely honest with them and really share with them what's going on, including with you, Courtney. Let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, so I wrote her. I wrote a comment here. 546 comments. Wow. Oh, man. All right, you should be able to see that on the screen there. 17 hours ago. Courtney, with no disrespect, the main reason why you are successful is because you are an attractive woman that's catering your message to thirsty, feminized beta males. I think some of your points are good, but some things you say for men to do would even turn you off. Courtney, you got to be honest with your audience. And again, the reason why I feel you're not being honest with your audience is I'm doing commentary on my own comment. Fair use on my own comment, Eli. The reason why you're not being completely honest is because it'll scare the beta males away. If you upset the beta males by calling them betas, they're not going to support you anymore, right? But if you're nice and sweet, they're going to think, oh, she's nice and sweet and she's cute too, and maybe I'll have a chance with her one day. She has a beta boyfriend, guys. Maybe you're all on backup status. So yeah, some of the things that she says for men to do would turn her off if they did those things to her, if she was single. Come on. I wrote, I think you have found and figured out the profitability of the beta male conformist market. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. You let me know in my chat. Does that make sense? So let me read that again. I think you have found and figured out the profitability of the beta male conformist market, and you are running with it. That's what you're doing. If you created a channel catered to women only, I bet it would take you a lot longer to get over 100K subscribers, if it even would ever get there. Right. Because the thirstiest people are the beta males. And that's 97% of the men on average in this world. Right? Most modern women are like you. Or close to you, right? You would not get the same traction, right? And your looks are not going to get you the same attention from women as they're going to get you from thirsty beta males, right? Now, I'd come out and say you're an attractive woman, Courtney. I mean, I'm not a blind man. I think you're a very beautiful woman. But would I ever date a woman like you? I'm not saying that you're not nice and you're not a good person. I wouldn't date a woman like you because of what you're doing on here on YouTube, which again, you're not breaking any guidelines, you're not breaking any laws, but you're taking advantage of the thirsty beta male market. That's what you're doing. I am a good guy and I'm not trying to be mean, but this is the truth. It is. Take away all of the beta males, make all men real alphas again, and many women that cater their business to men would be out of business. Right. Like I said earlier in the show, if you take all these thirsty betas, as you'll see in the comments below here, and make them alphas, you're out of business. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me check out the chat real quick. Let me see what's going on here. Lewis Fuller's in the house. Hey, Lewis. Good morning, Eli, and everyone in the stream. Good morning, Lewis. Great to have you back, man. Happy Memorial Day to you and your family as well. Queen says hello, Lewis. Lewis says happy Memorial Day to everyone. Lewis says hi, Queen. BWI Gaming says everyone is looking for the easy dollar. Just saying, women can make money easier than anything nowadays just by being pretty. I'm not saying they're not capable of doing it in other ways. They are, but they can make a lot of money very fast because of the thirsty beta male market. The thirsty beta males are killing it for the real good men. I'm not saying the beta males aren't good men. They're lacking experience. They're lacking self-respect. They're just lacking a spine. I'm just being honest with you. Lewis Fuller says hi. Specialized Technically Club 810 says, to answer you from before, single with a bullpen and playing the game, enjoying every minute. No more LTR for me. I don't blame you, bro. I mean, I do want an LTR, long-term relationship, but we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. All right, let's get back to this here. Oh, boy. I wrote, I would like to see you do a video on this and share your honest thoughts. Yeah, I'd like to see you do a video talking about beta males and discussing, by going through your comments section, how many of these comments you think are coming from beta males and how can you help them become alpha males? How come you won't do that, Courtney? You really want to help these guys become better men? Help them become alphas by acknowledging that they're betas. You haven't done that one time at all, because it wouldn't be as profitable, right? Like dealing with these beta men, these beta males that are feminized men, if you said that to them, which would be the truth, you'd be hurting their feelings, right? And if you hurt their fifis, they'll stop watching your videos, which means less ad revenue for you. And if you sell any product, which I'm not sure if you do or not, they wouldn't buy from you, right? So you're going to play the game, per se, right? I'm just being honest with you. That's the truth. This is something I bet would get you more views than any of your other videos. It'd get you a lot of views, but you'd have a lot of angry men. And right now, you want men to think you're this sweet, innocent woman, which maybe you are, right? Maybe to a certain extent you are, but I think you also know how to play the game. I think you figured out how to play the game of how to be profitable by leveraging the beta male market. It's the truth. I'm saying all this respectfully, professionally, and maturely. That's my comment. That's my famous phrase right there. I am. I'm saying it respectfully, professionally, and maturely, Courtney. I hope you take it that way. Have a great day. I'd love for her to do a reaction video to me. She won't because I only have 4K subs. She goes after the channels that have 100, 200K, or 1 million subs, right? And she goes after the channels that have a beta male market. That's what it is. That's exactly what is happening here. View 4 replies. So some dude by the name of Simon TMN says, make all men real alphas again, in quotes. She goes, most men have never been alphas. Dude, what? Most men, maybe in your generation, bro, if you're a millennial or Gen Zer, then yeah, all you guys are growing up beta. What do you mean most men have never been alphas? Back in the days, before women were liberated, women were dependent on a man for survival. We were all alphas back then. Come on, dog. What do you think about that one, 810 and BWYA and the rest of you? He furthermore writes, the genius of our civilization was monogamy. Well, it doesn't exist anymore because of the beta males. You give the women too many options, right? And because you guys are more feminized men, these women are going to be with you just for your resources, including your money. And they'll give you a little sex every now and then, but they're going to be, off on the side, hooking up with Chad and Tyrone. Come on, bro. Open your eyes up, man. Seriously. It gave beta men a wife and a stake in society. Dude, in those days, men were alpha. Women did not have equal rights. They were dependent on a man for survival, so they sought out the strongest man, right? They used to seek out the strongest man to procreate with and that could protect them from any danger. right? And so that way they could also reproduce a strong baby, right? Dude, dude, how old are you, dude? Maybe you're watching this, dude, because you saw I'm a coach. Maybe you're watching this so you'll come check out my content. If you see this, dude, I'd like for you to let me know. Why in the world do you think that men have always been beta? Harnessing their power, which turns out to be a lot more power than polygamous Chad alpha societies. Dude, I'm not into that polygamy stuff. Some people are, to each its own, right? And when I say alpha males, I'm an alpha male. I'm not a jerk, dude. I'm actually a nice guy, but I say I'm a good guy because I don't put women up on a pedestal. I respect women that deserve respect. If a woman is good to me, I'll be good to her. Okay? And this modern world's about being good to each other, right? But I'm not going to sit there and put a woman on a pedestal, especially in the modern world, where she's independent, making her own money, buying her own car, her own house, her own everything. She doesn't need a man to provide for her anymore, right? What do they need us for, bro? So why put them on a pedestal when they can provide for themselves? In the days of traditionalism, they needed us for survival. They were lining up for us, right? It used to be that men had 10 women on backup status. Now it's flipped. Women have 10 or more men on backup status, and men are like, I can't even get a date because of the way the world is right now, right? Regarding relationships with women, right? I'm 47 years old. I'm a decent looking guy. I'm financially, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually stable, right? I talk to many women online and in person. Let me tell you something, right? When they find out how strong of a man I am and that I'm not going to be pushed around, they don't talk to me anymore. And then they go after the beta males because they can get what they want from them, right? It's not that they're not attracted to me physically. It's like they think I'm this jerk when actually I'm a real man that's not going to be a conformist, right? Come on, Simon TMN. So I wrote back at Simon TMN, relax, man. Maybe that's just your opinion. Women were dependent on a man for everything during the days of traditionalism. Men had to be strong alphas and display it, or women that were dependent on men for survival during those days wouldn't choose that particular man. Come on, dog. Then I wrote, dude, do you think your reaction to me is alpha? LOL. Like, look at this, man. And then he's like, at Coach Eli, Elias Melas, I'm definitely not an alpha currently. It's all of course you're not an alpha, dude. Not the way you responded to that. Oh my God. Let me check out the chat here real quick. Oh boy. BWYA Gaming says, people think when you use words like alpha that it means you're a jerk, and that is not always the case. Alpha doesn't mean you're a jerk. Alpha means that you're a secure man, very secure man, confident but not conceited, cocky, funny, playful, but not arrogant, right? The best balance for an alpha male to be is not to be a beta male conformist, blue pill simp, but also to not be an extreme red pill, arrogant, pompous ass, right? It's be in the middle. I like to call it the purple pill. That's what it's called, right? Be in the middle. Be cocky, playful, funny, right? Make your woman laugh. Bust her chops every now and then. If she says something you don't agree with it just to be nice. Say, babe, I don't agree with you. Babe, you're making no sense. Babe, you're being ridiculous, right? Well, why do you think I'm being ridiculous? Because you are. See, women don't expect you to be that way because of the betas, right? But when they come across a guy like that and they're into you and you call them out, it turns them on more because it shows them you have a spine. It shows them that they can't derail you. A woman is not going to be able to feel safe being with you if she can derail you easily. That's what you guys don't understand. Specialized Cycling Club says there are fewer and fewer submissive women now. Of course, dude, they're hard to find. They want to be the boss. They want to lead, wear the pants. Sadly, we have to sift through about 100 women to find one or two that fit old school cool. You're right, bro. You're right. It's frustrating, bro. For us alphas, it's frustrating, right? Queen Helen Casey, dude, need to go take a cold shower. Are you talking about this dude that responded to my comments, Queen? Yeah, I know what Sigma male means. I know what it means. And you keep saying that I should do a stream on Sigma males at some point. Good point, BWYA. All right, let's get back to this here. I wrote at Simon TMN. Oh, and look who actually commented on the screen there. At Simon TMN, you can easily become an alpha. Just focus more on yourself than trying to put women on a pedestal. I actually enjoy the company of a woman. I should have put woman. I put woman. Sorry, I put it plural. The real issue is the beta males that are willing to be placed on backup status while the woman dates the man she feels is currently at the top of her list. This gives women an endless amount of options and also causes very flaky behavior when she's getting to know multiple men at once. I am not willing to be a backup for any woman. I am either her guy or not. This is not being rude or hateful towards women. This is having self-respect and self-confidence. Since there are so many betas in this world, this has conditioned women to believe the real men are the betas and the alphas like myself are arrogant, bitter men. See, that's exactly how it's coming off, but that's not what's happening. So these women give the beta male conformist a chance, and down the road, what happens? They cheat on their husband or boyfriend because there's no physical spark or attraction. It was never there in the first place, but these women will settle at some point for the beta male provider since the alphas won't allow themselves to be used. That's the problem. I am actually a very nice guy, but I say I am a good guy instead because of the social stigma the nice guy phrase has nowadays. I pretty much explained that throughout this whole show. So that was my response to him. Now, I'm not going to read the response down here of a guy that continues to, troll and harass me and all that. You can go and check that out on your own. It's just what a pathetic guy. He's going to continue to harass me and troll me, and he can just go and stuff it for all I care. All right, let's go and get down to some of these comments here. A guy named Kirby. Oh, let me check out the chat real quick. Okay, nothing happened in the chat. A guy named Kirby. I am cold is extremely annoying. It may be cute the first couple of times because the guy gets to protect or rescue the girl early on, but guys don't want a helpless woman. That's actually a guy named Kirby. That's not true. It's not that we want a helpless woman. What you're saying is that guys don't want a feminine or a submissive woman. Is that what you're saying? That's wrong, bro. I wouldn't say I want a woman to be 100% submissive, but I would want her to be about 70% submissive. Because if she's more than 70% submissive, that would probably be a little too much in this day and age. But if she's more than 30%, if she has more than 30% masculine energy, it's just not going to work the other way around. So this guy's a beta male right here. I would get so tired of my wife telling me this, especially when she was reminded it was going to be cold before we left. That's feminine energy, a guy named Kirby. That's how women are. You're the protector. You're the guy that's going to say, babe, it's okay. Hey, babe. You see, I remember when I was going out with my ex, Dana. And, she would joke about it, but she would get a little bit cold at times. And she's like, babe, my ass is cold. I said, babe, I've got the heat warmers, the seat warmers. The newer cars have seat warmers. You want me to crank up the seat warmer? Yeah, babe, my ass is cold, right? We would laugh about it, right? That's total feminine energy, dude. Like, what kind of a woman do you want? Do you want a woman that looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger or what? I would tell her to take her jacket and she wouldn't. Then we'd be walking and she'd tell me she was cold. That's feminine energy, dude. It's feminine energy. Like what I always do is, if I'm going on a hike with a woman I'm dating or, a woman in general, I will say, hey, look, it's going to be pretty cold there. We should pack a couple extra jackets just in case. Okay? And I've never had a problem with women saying, nah, we don't need to carry an extra jacket. I'll just carry the jacket in my pack because you never know. But I've never had that problem. See, dude, what that's telling me, dude, is you're not a good leader. You're not setting up the date properly. You set up the date properly, say, babe, we're going to go here tonight, take you to a nice restaurant. It's going to be a little chilly. So you may want to pack your jacket. I would suggest you pack your jacket. Okay, babe. I would reply with, you should have brought your jacket like I told you. I could tell the rising heat in her face kept her warm. Haha, just kidding. She wasn't happy with me. Because you're acting like a beta male, dude. Because you're being a jerk. You're not, dude. You got to understand how women are. You got to understand that women are indecisive. Okay? That's how they are. If you don't understand that, then you should not date or get married. On the plus side, she'll take her jacket and I'll put my arm around her. All right, that's more like it, dude. Thanks for the video. I agree you could have phrased lots of things better as well as pausing a bit more between. You're such a beta male, dude. I saw the video and it was spot on. You're being a conformist. I would enjoy watching a masculine feminine video from you when you're ready. So would I. I would also like to see a video where she discusses how many beta males are following her. I've been binge watching a lot of your videos since I discovered your channel about a week ago. I may have broken the like button. Dude, you're such... Oh, dude, man. How much... Queen, BWYA, everyone in the chat, male or female, how much of a suck-up do you think this guy is? How hard do you think this guy is trying to get Courtney's attention? How pathetic, man. Nebraski Thorat, another dude. Agreed, we shouldn't heed to each and everything that they want all the time. I don't know what you meant by that. I'm not going to comment on that. Balthazar Buttball. Look at these stock accounts. I love fashion. Gonna make a YouTube channel dedicated to men's fashion with a unique woman's perspective. Oh, are you a female? 3 months later, nah, I actually just love money and will make a YouTube channel dedicated to simps who can't talk to chicks. Right! Oh, this is a dude. This is a dude calling her out. Look at that. Oh, dude, that was good, bro. Let me read that again. Balthazar Buttball. I love fashion. Gonna make a YouTube channel dedicated to men's fashion with a unique woman's perspective. Just like Courtney started 2 years ago. 3 months later, nah, I actually just love money and will make a YouTube channel dedicated to simps who can't talk to chicks. Oh, God! PWA Gaming says, yes, you just said it. There, people think alphas are bitter and arrogant men. Right. Queen Helen Casey, too much of a suck up. Pretty much trying to kiss it. LOL. The women in my chat does. Well, the one I just read here was a dude practically calling out Courtney for doing the same things as I've been saying she's doing. Courtney's not going to respond to me. she's not gonna respond to me. She's gonna ignore me. She may even delete my comments, right? Because it would put her out of business, right? Wow. Let's continue here. I might take a break in a few again and then come back and read some more of these comments. Albert Gaspar. Agreed. I stopped watching the vid after this. There could have been more examples of difference in communication. I do understand that some folks beat around the bush since they can't find a pleasant way to say, wow, do you really like it this cold? But I have friends who do understand they can't just be straightforward with me. Well, yeah, Courtney was mentioning an example of that in the video and how she would handle it. So they're reacting to what she said. But I have friends who understand they can't just be straightforward with me. I especially love your point about telling a woman before the event to bring a jacket and then listening to her complain. I've never, ever, ever had a woman complain when I set up a date where we would go somewhere that I knew would be cold and I asked her to bring a jacket. And the women that I've been with actually already knew it was going to be cold and brought a jacket before I would have to suggest it. What type of women are you dating that don't understand that, hey, it's going to be cold today. We're going to go hiking and it's during the winter time and it's going to be cold, right? That's common sense. Why would you date a woman that wouldn't have common sense like that, right? It's so ridiculous to me that we have to sit here and talk about the fact that, my woman doesn't want to didn't bring a jacket, and now she's saying it's cold, right? Or maybe we're in the car and the air conditioner is too cold and she wants to say, hey, babe, can you turn down the air conditioner a little bit because it's too cold for me? Well, you know how I solved that issue? My newest car that I have has dual climate zones. So we could put hers to 75. I could put mine to 65, right? But if you don't have that option, then hey, if she's a little bit cold, turn it down or turn it off. And, it's okay. You can deal with being a little warm for a little while. But yeah, as long as she voices that straight up, no problem. I've never had a problem with women regarding something as stupid as this. This is stupid. These are just guys that are just betas. They don't know how to communicate with women, right? I was always a plan ahead guy, and female friends who pull the I can't figure out a restaurant, pick one, have learned quick. Don't complain about my choice when you force me into one. I've talked about this before. I'll say it again. The way you handle it is this. You don't say, babe, we're going to go to this restaurant. But you also don't say, babe, where do you want to go? Because they're indecisive, right? You make some suggestions and say, hey, babe, what type of food are you in the mood to eat tonight? I don't know, babe. Okay. Well, I'm thinking about, going to Black Bear Diner, or I'm thinking about taking us to Black Bear Diner or taking us to wherever, right? Black Angus or Red Robin or BJ's Brewery. Do any of those sound good to you, babe? Babe, you pick one. How about we go to BJ's, babe? Let's go there and, we can have some of their nice, salads or steaks or burgers. And then they have those freshly baked pizookies for dessert. Oh, that sounds good, babe, right? That's how you talk with a woman. You have to understand, female nature is undecisive, right? Now, you guys are dealing with the modern woman that tries to act more masculine, right? That makes decisions, right? But here's the thing: if you're going to date a woman, okay, dating a woman like that is not going to work the proper way. The sexual polarity is going to be off. If you're dating a normal, natural, feminine woman, she's going to be indecisive and she's going to want you to make the decision, right? But to be fair, make suggestions and say, how does this sound to you, babe? Right? How does that work, right? You guys have to learn to better communicate with a modern day woman, and I can help you learn that. It's not rocket science. It's not. You two sound like the Bickersons. Google it. I could care less to Google it. Let's see. Nice Horn says, direct paired with emotional intelligence is a lethal combo. Be powerful, but with grace. Cheers. Okay. Now, this Balthazar guy is spamming her chat. He's going to probably get removed at some point. But he put the same comment there. Nah, I actually just love money and will make a YouTube channel dedicated to simps who can't talk to chicks. Oh, you're spamming now, dude. Ben Russet, women aren't fish. This is exactly the kind of honest, unvarnished truth that a lot of people need to hear. Ben, I don't think it's rude to call women fish or men fish. There's a dating site called Plenty of Fish. It's been around for a while. They call it Plenty of Fish because they're referring to fish as the people on the dating site, both men and women. When you're saying women aren't fish, Ben, you're exuding feminine energy. Why can't you laugh at that, bro, and say, hey, okay, you know. I remember a story before my mother started working, and I was younger, like I was 10 or 11 or 12 years old, and I came up from school, and my dad was home, but my mother was somewhere else, like either shopping, getting groceries, or with her friend. I asked my dad, where's mom? And my dad starts laughing, goes, your mother went to work, and he starts laughing, right? Because women didn't work back then, right? It was traditional, right? So my dad's like, your mother went to work, and he was being all snarky and funny, right? I didn't really totally understand it back then, but I do now, thinking back, right? So Ben, it's not that we're trying to be rude or mean to women. It's we're just having fun. Like with women, if you don't bust their chops a little bit and make them laugh, and part of making them laugh is calling them out on their BS, right? And if they can't take a joke, right, and they're too serious about it, then it's not going to work out, dude. You're exuding beta male feminine energy as a man, Ben. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. White Mouse responds to Ben and says, yes, they are more like pigeons. They see you eating, so they are sneaking around trying to get the biggest crumbs from what you got. Shitting on everything around in the meantime. Ben says, that White Mouse, keep watching the videos, friend. Ben, stop white knighting. White Mouse says, no thanks, they already made me sick enough. Look at this comment section. Gilbert Sanchez says, the comparison comes from the smell sometimes. Bad mojo. Fish don't need bicycles. Fact. Justin M says, actually, the first lesson and number one rule I've learned in the PUA community, and it's never failed me yet. If you want to catch a fish, you got to ask the fisherman. Observing how they swim gets you nowhere. That's exactly what I've been saying. I've talked about Courtney before. Guys, you don't go to a woman to get advice about how to get a woman. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. I mean, look, I'm not trying to take anything away from Courtney. But do you guys, see, these guys, you guys tell me in my chat what you think. These guys are calling her out. Number one, I'm not a pickup artist, and I don't believe in pickup artistry. I don't believe in PUA. But the pickup skills you learn from PUA are necessary to be able to get a woman. But don't play the game. You have to have some game and pickup skills to be able to pick up a woman. But you want to do it in a respectful way, and you want to do it in a way where you really want to get to know her for a potential relationship. Now, if you're the type of guy that wants to hook up and stuff like that, I'd be honest with the woman. I wouldn't lie to a woman leading her to believe you want something more than sex just to get sex, because that's not right. But yeah, I'm not into PUA, because PUA guys, pickup artists, are just about getting laid and moving on. I'm about, long-term relationships. That's what I teach people, to get, the man or woman of their dreams that they want. And there's Balthazar again, spamming the chat. Let me see where we're at here. If you folks want me to take a break and go another 30, 45 minutes, read some more comments, put a 1 in the chat. If not, put a 2 in the chat, and I'll wrap this up. But let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me see here. Give me a second. Let me know, because I've been enjoying going through this. I mean, this has been pretty eye-opening, hasn't it been? So 1 in the chat if you want me to take a break and go another 30, 45 minutes, read some more of these comments. They're interesting. Or 2 if you want me to call it a day. Let me switch back to full screen for right now and cue up some music just in case you folks want me to stick around. Nothing happening over on Facebook? No problem. Eli question, do you believe some purple pills are pickup artists? Yeah. Yeah, because you see, here's the thing. I think even some blue pillars are trying to be pickup artists. Now, the purple pillars are probably the better pickup artists, because purple pill guys understand the red pill and the blue pill. Blue pill guys are just blue pill, right? And they're just they lack self-confidence, self-respect. They put women on a pedestal. They conform to a woman's wants and needs. They're conformists. So blue pillars probably try to be pickup artists, and they can learn to be purple pill if they follow content like mine and other people that talk about it the right way, like I do. But more so, yeah, the purple pillars are going to be pickup artists. But purple pillars also are like me, believe in relationships. Now, the red pillars, they're the ones that are off the plantation. They're like, okay, the stove's too hot. I give up. Women aren't the same anymore, and I'm just going to withdraw because it's not worth it. And I don't blame those guys for thinking that way. But those guys, the red pillars, are completely gone. Yes, the purple pill, in my opinion, is a hybrid between the blue and the red pill. So I hope that answers your question. I'm still waiting to hear if you folks want me to go another 30 or 45 minutes, take a break and come back and read a few more comments. So put a 1 in the chat if you want me to do that. And just in case, I'll start queuing up some music. Let me see here. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm going to lead out with a song that's going to make a Sicily 810 extremely excited. Yes, and yes, I do. I'm going to assume you folks want me to stick around for a little bit more. So, all right, folks, I'm going to step away for another quick break, 10 minutes or less, probably a lot less. And then I'm going to come back and read a few more comments, because this is very, very interesting. So with that being said, stick around. We'll be right back. scratching and get back down to business. All right. Welcome back to Morning Coffee with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook. Let me make sure my mic is turned on, and it is. Happy Memorial Day to each and every one of you, your friends, and your family. Once again, I hope you enjoy this very, very special holiday and you're safe in doing so. Wear a mask if necessary. And also, if you're going to drink, don't drive. And if you do drink, regardless whether you drive or not, please drink responsibly. Don't drive if you drink. Please don't do that. You know, we want you to be around for a very long time. Have fun, but do it safe, maturely, responsibly. You know, come on now. I know the world is a different place nowadays, folks. And what I've seen happen lately in our world with all these mass shootings and all that, and all these hate crimes and all that, I mean, it's just it just breaks my heart. And I just hope that I hope it turns around and we can all just be happy and live a long, happy, successful life. But hey, you know, all I can do is put it out there, and hopefully it resonates with many of you. So anyway, we're back for the third and final part of this show. I'm going to get back to the comments section of the latest video by Courtney Ryan. It's been pretty interesting so far. Let me know in the chat if you think that these comments have been pretty interesting and if it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, the topic of today's show is how profitable are beta males? Response to Courtney Ryan and other women. One more time, how profitable are beta males? Response to Courtney Ryan and other women. Beta males are very profitable, like I've been mentioning throughout the show. And again, I'll say I'm not a financial advisor, and this is just my opinion. My opinion. For women, the absolute best investment they can make nowadays is in a beta male. I honestly believe that. But is that going to be sustainable long term? No, because you're going to be with that guy for his money and other resources. You're not going to feel the large spark of sexual attraction that is necessary to have to make a relationship or marriage sustainable long term. The reason why the divorce rate is around 60% here in the US and globally is because women are settling for the beta male providers because the alphas are not willing to put up with their crap. And so they get with the beta male providers and they have a few kids. Next thing you know, they're not feeling that sexual spark because they never felt it in the first place. So then they go and they run off on the side with Chad and Tyrone while their husband's at work and their kids are at school, right? Or if they're working, they're hooking up with a coworker and saying they're hanging out with friends afterwards. Hey, honey, I'm going to go hang out with a few friends after work. I'll be back around 9 o'clock. Right. And then she's going over to Tyrone's or Chad's house, right? Or apartment, right? And getting the, let's not say it and get demonetized. I've probably already been demonetized. I should check. I bet I've been demonetized already on this video here. And I have. Let's request review because this is clean as hell. My other video, as I posted on my community tab, my stream from yesterday got demonetized in the middle of the stream, has been remonetized under manual review. I guess we're going to have to do it again. Oh, man. Let's see here. Queen Ellen Casey in the chat says, I don't like doing YouTube videos like that, but it has to be out there. What do you mean? What are you talking about, Queen? BWY Gaming says, how do you drink responsibly, maturely, and professionally? I am joking. I get what you mean. And right, don't drink and drive, etc. Yeah, you're kind of trolling me on that, BWYA, but that's okay. That's okay. So I just got a message from a woman on Match.com, and she understands my profile and all that. She seems interested. I'm going to read a part of this message here because it's interesting. She goes, FYI, I just signed up again. I want to take my time to find the right person for me. I am open to meet in person or phone conversation, but not open to intimacy. Okay. You're right about me. I am different from most women. I got that message while I was on break, right? So I sent her a quick message back and I said, are you saying you are not open to intimacy for the rest of your life, even with the right man? Question mark. Please clarify what you mean by this. She goes, I meant during selecting the right man. Once we are committed with each other, then I only be with one person. And she's an Asian woman that's not originally from here. I am one man type of girl. I don't want to sleep with different guys. Okay, so you're saying, ma'am, that if you find the right guy, you will be intimate with him and only him. I'm good with that. I'll get back to her later. We'll see what happens. You see how cautious women have to be nowadays? This dating world is so messed up, right? So messed up, right? Wow. Queen Helen Case says people who pass away from drinking. Yeah, we don't want that to happen, Queen. BWI Gaming says it's all good, Eli. Don't take myself that seriously or others for that matter. I don't, BWI. I really don't. It's not a big deal. All right, let's get back to a few more comments here before I wrap this up and go enjoy Memorial Day with family and friends and whatever else is going on today. My phone's probably got a lot going on. I'm not going to look at it right now. But anyway, let's switch back over to the browser source. Ben Richardson, Men's Health Channel. He writes, loved your commentary at the end. Masculine and feminine energy should work together in harmony. I think because men and women don't embrace those energies is partially why our modern society is so screwed up. That's not the reason, Ben. You're about men's health and you don't even get it, Ben? The real reason is this. It's the beta males. 97% of the men in this world are beta males. They're conformists. They're suck-ups. They put women on a pedestal. Okay? They kiss a woman's butt, right? Which is a big turnoff to a woman. It's feminine energy, right? So, and what happens? Women go to work, and women are now doing jobs that were once known as jobs that only men would do. They require the woman to exude more masculine energy at work. And then sometimes those women will come home, or when they're getting to know guys, will continue exuding that masculine energy towards a man, right? Now, when I encounter these women, because I'm a masculine man, I'm a strong alpha male, it turns me off. And I just eliminate them because I don't want to be with a woman that is going to behave more like a man than a woman when she's biologically a woman. That's the reason, Ben. So you're just being really nice about it, Ben, or maybe you really don't get it. And Courtney, actually, for the first time, hasn't responded to any comments but put a heart by Courtney Ryan. Okay, you showed up. So you're reading your comments, but you're not responding. Courtney, if I had that many comments on my channel, I'd be responding to as many as possible, or at least hearting all of them. Gil Vargas says agreed, another beta male. How mathematicians create math. Yes, you made an awesome point. Most men think that if a woman is confident, it means that she wants to dominate their relationship fully. It's not that we don't want women to be confident. It's we don't want women to feel. We don't want to be around women that exude more masculine energy than feminine energy. That's what you guys aren't getting. My ex-girlfriend was 70-30. 70% of the time, she was feminine and submissive. 30% of the time, she was, more, exuded some masculine energy, but not a lot. She was very well balanced. She never, ever, ever tried to put herself above me, and I never tried to put myself above her. The opposite is true. It means she has embraced what she is, a lady, someone who receives masculine energy and reacts to it in the feminine way. If they're open to receive masculine energy from a real man, not a beta male, then that's it. But the beta males that they're encountering primarily are being submissive. And since these women go to work and they do jobs that require more masculine energy, when they encounter beta males, they continue to act masculine when they're feminine. That's what it is, dude. Confident lady means she is unapologetic to society, that she loves feminine and loves to receive the rock-solid energy from the masculine without constantly trying to undermine the man's true qualities. That kind of makes sense there, but I still think you got it a little bit wrong, right? I think you kind of get it, but you kind of don't. Maybe you're on your way to figuring it out. Ben Richardson responds to how mathematicians create maths channel. Spot on, man. No, kind of. Not completely, but somewhat on the right track. It's no wonder so many people are anxious and depressed because men are out here acting feminine and women are acting masculine. That's the problem. That's what it is. That's the problem. And the worst part is that we're being told it's a good thing. Right. And let me tell you something. Courtney, that runs this channel, knows exactly what she's doing. And she knows that if she comes out and says what I'm saying here and what you folks are saying in the chat, if she goes publicly on a video and states that we need to, you guys are betas. And if you don't, change the way you are, you're going to be stepped on all over by women. If she were to do that, she would lose half her active audience and probably lose a lot of subs. So in order for her to remain profitable and keep growing, she has to keep it quiet. But most of the alpha males like me that see someone like Courtney put out content like this, we understand what she's doing. Larry Collins, can you please tell her stop overlooking my comments? I don't know. Is that what he's saying, IDK? See, she won't notice it. Dude, Larry, that's a beta move. That you're begging her to respond to you, bro. You understand that? Here's the thing. I'm not saying Courtney's a bad woman. But do you understand that she's not going to respond to these comments because it goes against her agenda? Okay? That's the truth of the matter. She'll let the comments stay because the more comments she gets, the more it tells the YouTube algorithm that people are engaging with her content. She gets recommended more, right? So she's playing the game. She's playing the game as best as possible to trigger the YouTube algorithm. Does that mean she's being completely authentic? In my opinion, no. But does that mean that she's not saying anything right? No, she has some good points, but she's also playing the system. And that's something, unfortunately, I cannot respect, unfortunately. How mathematicians create math at Ben Richardson's Men's Health. At Ben Richardson Men's Health. Yes, so true. Concerning this topic, I am absolutely a conservative man. Okay? Republicans have much better nerves concerning this topic. No, they don't. Come on, dude. They still value the gender roles as they should be to make everyone happy in the long run. This is not about conservative or, liberal. Okay? This is about masculine versus feminine energy. Okay? And the days of traditionalism are done. In today's modern world, men and women need to equally respect each other. But they need to equally respect each other for who they are, a man and a woman. The problem is, like you guys mentioned earlier, men are acting like women and women are acting like men. The sexual polarity is flipped. And that just doesn't work. Again, the divorce rate is 60%. People are breaking up all the time. People are hooking up with multiple people. They're not committed to each other. The birth rate is down. Why do you think all that's happening? It's not rocket scientists. Sorry, it's not rocket science, I mean. Sorry. Oh, here's a stab at the lefties. The lefties here think that we discriminate women if we want them to stay in their feline role. No, I just think it's disrespectful in the way you put it. I don't think we need to sit there and look at women as being a June Cleaver, leave it to Beaver type of woman anymore. But at the same time, women are not men. We have to understand women have risen up. They have equal rights. And we need to respect that. That's fine. But they still need to be women, and we still need to be men. And women still need to respect men as men, and men need to respect women as women, as long as they're real women. And as long as the men are real men, right? Not noticing that they actually make them feel miserable. Okay? Ben Richardson, Men's Health says, at how mathematicians create maths. If only the Republicans in office would grow a pair and stand up to some of this radical leftist thinking. This has nothing to do with that. Politics have really nothing to do with the way beta males are behaving. The beta males empower the women to do what Courtney and other women are doing to make money. You guys are wrong. You guys just don't get it. You don't get it. Ben says, at Larry, watch the whole video and share your insights afterward. She'll see it, bro. It kind of helps if you comment within the first hour of her posting, LOL. It doesn't matter when you comment. It doesn't matter when you comment. She's doing what she has to do to grow. And she completely butchered her message to do it. She went from being a fashion channel for men to being a reaction channel to MGTOW videos, to videos that cater to men and how to, handle the modern day woman. Andreas says, what energies work for people is dependent on the individual. The traditional, conventional way may work for you, but it is not necessarily going to work for others. Right. That's true. But again, if men aren't men and women aren't women, the sexual polarity will be off. It'll never work. Men need to be men and women need to be women, regardless of how it is nowadays. That's the bottom line. Ray Hand says, at Ben, you guys have horrible grammar. We've been told it is a good thing for many of the things that the society being twisting in the past couple decades. This guy's from another country, probably. Okay. Yeah, what he's saying is, we're being told to adhere to the agenda, the feminist agenda, and that's people are misunderstanding it. Okay, the feminist agenda was not about what's happening in relationships. It was about getting women equal rights, and they got that, and I respect that. But it's the special privileges, and it's the beta males that have been feminized because of the way they've been raised in a different society, that are basically giving women the power to do what they're doing, which is basically extract their resources in any way possible. In this case, it's a YouTube channel. Ben Richardson says, at Rayhan, that's very true. I don't think change is a bad thing if it's genuinely in the best interest of the people, but a lot of what's going on in the world has damaged how our society operates because of the progressive changes that I will agree with that. I will agree with that. I'm all for things moving forward and being progressive, but some of it's a little too much. Some of it's gone way too far. So, but I get that. Okay, let me see here. There's Balthazar again, spamming, right? Let me read a few more here, and then I'm going to go off the air. So if you folks have any questions, get them in now. I'm about to go off the air in just a few minutes. Let's see. DWI Gaming, she won't delete your comment or anyone else's. Probably not, because it gets her more traction. Anyway. Zeus111 says, most people are too emotionally insecure to understand masculine and feminine energy. I agree with that, Zeus. And that's the problem. Most people are too emotionally insecure to understand masculine and feminine energy. A guy who uses mostly feminine energy is a people pleaser. Anxious attachment. Right. Big turnoff to women. While a woman who uses mostly masculine energy has her walls up, avoidant attachment. Dude, this is perfect. I like this guy. And vice versa. Both are coming from a position of insecurity and fear. Right. All these beta males are insecure, and women can read that and take advantage of that and play off of that. Videos like this assume that everyone is emotionally secure, but that's not the case. That's true. And hence why these types of videos make simplistic generalizations. Wow, dude, that hits the home run for me right there. This is the message. If I were to highlight one message, it's Zeus. 111. I couldn't have said it better myself, bro. All right, a few more here. Dallas Brat 81. Okay, great post. Your statement is correct. You exude feminine energy and you use it well. Well, she uses it to her advantage. I wouldn't say she uses it well. Okay, and I'm not saying she doesn't use it well. It's not about her using it well. It's she's using it to her advantage. She's playing these men. She knows exactly what she's doing to make her channel grow and be profitable, and her brand be profitable. More women need to find their feminine energy. They all have it. They just choose to not use it, because if they can get what they want in different ways, because they're empowered nowadays, they'll do it. A lot of them will do it. Some won't, but most will. It's appealing to men because we see too many masculine acting women in business and social settings. Dallas Brad 81. You're born in 81, right? So let's see. You're 39 years old? Okay. So you're 39 years old? You should know better than that, dude. You should know better that women are very manipulative too. And they can pretend to act any way they want. Okay? What you see on the camera is not what people are typically behind the scenes. With me, I'm the same person here as I am in real life. I'm one of the few YouTubers that will come out here and just be myself. I'm not going to do stupid things or do shady things or manipulate people to try to grow quicker and make more money faster. That's the truth. Mark Smith says, I think the point of the don't ask a fish how to fish is that women tend to give answers that put them in a good light, not answers that are the reality of what they actually want. Yes, because they're seeking validation. They're testing the waters out. They want you guys to be honest with them, but when you ask them to be honest with you, they don't, right? But then you also have to understand that women biologically are a little bit insecure, okay? And the ones that are extremely insecure beyond a normal level of them being insecure biologically as a woman are the ones to stay away from, because those ladies have more issues than you're going to want to deal with, or you should have to deal with. Women are hyper concerned with image and beauty, just like Courtney is. Look at the way she dresses every day, and so on. So it is expected they would not give truthful answers. Right. Some of the things that Courtney says are genuine. Others she's saying because it's what she needs to say and how she needs to act to grow. That's my opinion. It should be a fact, but I'm going to say it's my opinion. Women will give some truthful answers, but not all. So why seek counsel from someone who will mix truth with lies? This is exactly how I feel about Courtney. When you can go to other sources, like me, I'm another source. I'm the voice of reasoning here. I'm the truth. Like this one that give you the straight skinny. By the way, another opinion I'd like to share is that while I find these videos to be of significant benefit, I think they are not always correct at all times. Right. You see how these people, some of them are seeing it the same way I am, and others are just conformists that don't have a clue, and some that may have been thinking everything Courtney's putting out there is for the right reasons, are now saying, okay, we're beginning to see, some things we didn't see initially, right? In fact, Courtney might not even dispute this point. Well, she will if she wants to keep her business around, even though she knows what the truth is. For example, there was another video she posted advising various things to put around the house, like a sound system, even if small, or a plant and other assorted items most women would appreciate. But not all women are going to be impressed by these things. If you're a man and you have your own place and you're not living with a woman, you create your place the way you want to do it. Now, if you're living with a woman, then yeah, you've got to compromise. But you don't need to sit there and make it all about the woman. You compromise. You say, hey, babe, okay, this is what I like. What do you like? And let's meet in the middle, right? If you're living with a woman and you let her decorate the home exactly the way she wants it, then you're basically submitting to her, right? Now, on the flip side, she doesn't have to completely submit to you on how she, on how you would want the place. You should be fair with her, but she should be fair with you too. You set up the house in a way that works for the both of you equally, and you discuss it respectfully and maturely. That's the way you do it. So it's a matter of comparing advice against context and circumstances and personalities. I agree. That's a good point. In my opinion, though, of the videos I've seen on this channel so far, something like 9 times out of 10, you're going to strike a bullseye with her advice. I disagree with you on that. That's what she's trying to lead you to believe to keep coming back. She's telling you what you want to hear, so you keep coming back. But I will tell you this right now, guys. I'm not saying all of Courtney's advice is bad. It's not. Some of it's okay. Some of it I agree with. But a lot of it would be advice that would turn her off if you used her advice trying to pick her up. So like I've been saying all along here, I mentioned this on my stream yesterday. I'll say it again today. I even mentioned it earlier on the stream. Some of the advice that Courtney is giving you guys to help you guys with women, if you use that same advice on her that she gave you, it wouldn't work on her. Think about it. Think about it. A woman giving you advice on how to get the girl, would that work on her? Think about that. Do women want to give you all the answers, or do they want to see if you're a strong, independent man and you can figure it out on your own? Take that for whatever it's worth. I'm going to view the one reply. There are my trolls again. There are my trolls again. We're going to ignore them. That's all these people do. It's not a big deal. Albert says, not to mention, I've met plenty of women who had no clue of what they did. I've met plenty of women who had no clue of why they did what they did. And in this video, the hostess mentions she never even thought about how she doesn't directly ask her own boyfriend to take care of her feeling cold. That's because she doesn't care. She cares about getting views, subscribers, and making money. What part of that don't you guys see? You guys are beta males. You betas are the ones that are making women rich. And if that's what you want to do, that's on you. Instead of you complaining here in her comments section and getting her more traction to the YouTube algorithm, how about you go on and find content that more so resonates with you? That's all I'm saying. I'm just telling you what I would do. So she isn't even aware of what she's trying to accomplish when she fails to speak directly to someone she should feel comfortable speaking directly to. And you're just figuring that out, dude? And you'd expect a healthy relationship to have that direct communication. It's ridiculous. All right, folks. I'm going to wrap this up. BWYA Gaming, what are you laughing at? The troll comment? It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It was a good show. And yeah, I actually, I feel good that I was able to do this today. I really hope that this stream, whether you're watching it live or on the replay, makes a lot of sense. And to you, Courtney, listen, I'm not a bad guy, and I don't think you're a bad person. I think you are a good woman, but I think you also realize that in order to make it on social media and to get a lot of views, subscribers, monetize playbacks, etc., and make money, you got to do some things that you probably really don't want to do. I don't know you that well. Maybe you're putting up a front. Maybe you're not. But if I had to guess, I don't really think you're being completely authentic. I want to poll the chat and ask the chat before we go. Do you feel that Courtney's being completely authentic with her message? Put a 1 if you think that, or put a 2 if you feel she's doing whatever it takes to grow and make money and gain relevancy. I bet we're going to get a lot of 2s in the chat. With no disrespect, Courtney, you could be the one woman that changes, the cycle, breaks the chain, and comes out and really supports men's rights as well, and really speaks about the truth regarding what's happening. It's the beta males that need help to become stronger men and start respecting themselves more, and becoming more confident, and not putting women on a pedestal. Queen says 2. BWYA Gaming says 2. She is catering to the demographics. Yep. And I'll tell you, it's not going to be sustainable long term. She's probably in her early 30s. She's going to look very good for at least another 5, maybe 10 years, right? What happens when she's 45, 50, and she has gray hair? And she'll color it. What if she puts on some weight at that point? What if she has a lot of wrinkles? What's going to happen at that point? That's why if I was a modern day woman, I would not be building my empire based on my looks and try to cater my message to thirsty beta males. I would do something that more so defines who I am, something that's more so genuine, to where both men and women can respect you. I'm not saying I disrespect you, Courtney, but it's very difficult to accept, what I know you're doing and how you're running your channel. That's up to you. If that's what you want to continue to do, that's up to you. And people might say, are you jealous of her success? No. What's there to be jealous of? I know how she built it, right? We know there are a lot of women out there that will go on OnlyFans, for example, and, do strip teases and get paid for that. You think I'm going to pay for that? No. But a thirsty beta male that lacks confidence and can't get women is going to pay for that, right? These women know that, and they take full advantage of it, right? Yet at the same time, they say, well, we don't want to be objectified as sex objects, right? Very hypocritical. But that's going to do it, folks. I'm going to get on out of here. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'm back officially from vacation tomorrow, even though I did, a stream for the past, 3 days. It's good to be back. Back officially tomorrow. There will be no more streams for the rest of the day. I'll be back probably tomorrow, probably in the afternoon. I'm probably not going to do a morning coffee tomorrow. I'll be back in the afternoon. And by the way, my Dell laptop finally just went into production. So hopefully they'll fix it or they'll produce it, create it within a couple days, and then start shipping it out. And maybe I'll get it in a week or two. I can't wait to get that thing. I can't wait to get that thing because that's when things are going to start to get really, really good around here. With that being said, happy Memorial Day, everybody. Have yourselves a good one. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye. Bye.